All right. So, of course, match week. Why do I feel like this is match week 32? I need to confirm this.
32 or 33?
33. It's 33.
Yeah.
Of the Premier League match day. Let me see.
Trust us.
Match day 33 of the Premier League is up and running. And we have quite some tasty fixtures up for grabs. So let's fetch the guys' thoughts on these particular matches. Starting off with Wolves versus Palace. Wolves just came off getting beat by Leicester City when they seemed like they might actually win it. Palace are on a good run on form. They drew 0-0 against Everton. But before that, they had won 5-1 against Leeds. And I think almost, is it 3 wins back-to-back?
Yeah, they're on 3 on
Yeah, on the trot. So this is a proper contest because also Wolves, before they were beaten by Leicester, were also in a very good run. Lopetegui seems like to have gotten the shit correct. Needless to say, Roy Hodgson
They're done.
has gotten shit correct.
They're done.
At Palace. Now they're meeting at Molineux Stadium. Thoughts?
Palace for the win. I
Palace?
feel like, they have the momentum. And now it feels like there's a breath of fresh air at Soko.
Yeah.
And everyone is enjoying how they're playing. Look at Eberechi Eze, baller. Olise, in as much as you can call him casual and lax, he does the simple things right.
Yeah.
Ayu is scoring headers. Like,
Did he score ahead of
no, like
he
the
missed.
Leeds game.
Oh.
Like,
He also got a proper cross, I think, the game against Everton, and he missed.
oh, bro.
Yeah.
Now you see, you win some, you lose some. Basically, what I'm saying is Crystal Palace have gotten their rhythm and just at the right time.
Yeah.
And so I feel like they'll be a bit too strong for Wolves this game week.
Yeah. Do you agree?
So this game is today. I agree with Crystal Palace being a good team, better fresh air. But let us also look at Wolves. Wolves are also on a good run of form.
Yeah, they are.
And now they are locked in a relegation battle. So I think they're going to make it difficult for Crystal Palace. I think these two teams draw tonight.
Oh, they draw?
Yeah.
Score draw?
Score. These guys score a lot of goals.
Yeah.
Not really. So if they're to draw, probably like a
They
1-1.
don't score a lot.
A 1-1 or a 2-2, I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, 2-2 would be a feast.
Oh, fuck. Wolves have been quite inconsistent.
But they definitely score.
They've been inconsistent. They've been very
So
inconsistent.
kubet hapa na ni goal.
Goal.
Isipoingia niambieni mlieka match.
Utarudisha.
Sasa kubet hapa ni goal. Isipoingia niambieni mlieka match.
Good stuff.
To check it.
It's going to be an interesting one. I feel like just going by how Palace have been brilliant, I would give them a win here.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not that, maybe they might just salvage a point.
Wako na the Ivory Coast Neymar.
Who this?
The baddest.
Wilfred.
Adu msena ni bo. Msena ni bo.
We also have Aston Villa versus Fulham. Two teams that have been playing well. Villa have not lost in their last 8 games, or is it 9?
Emery at the wheel.
Those 9 they have drawn twice only and won 7. So they're in a very good run of form. Fulham wametoka kupiga watu juzi. Fulham walikuwa wamestarta kidogo, but I feel like they are back now. But this might just come a bit too early for them. Do you guys think so? Because Fulham needs to get some points here, because the next 2 games for them are terrible. Because they play next Man City, they host Man City next, then they go to Anfield.
Listen to this funny stat.
clapped.
Aston Villa haven't won any of their last 9 midweek fixtures, and Fulham have won all 4 of their midweek fixtures this season.
Fucking hell.
I remember
Perfect fixture, this one.
Fulham beat Villa 3-0, like in the return.
Oh, that must have been a while
That's
back.
wild. That's a wild start.
Shit.
It's like how Liverpool have not won any of their early kickoffs. That's funny.
That's it.
But I think just because Villa is home, and because this team under Emery is very different from
different.
all the other Villa teams.
Who's the other manager, Gerrard?
Yeah.
Then,
And with Watkins banging, he just didn't score this game week, which was weird.
yeah.
I think they've been scoring the last couple of games.
Leeds.
But
Villa wamekuwa
Yeah. The last time they got beat, like you were saying, was in October last year.
got beat.
Last time they got beat.
No, Fulham. The last time they beat Villa. So you said they beat
Ningeshangaa.
them. Hey, I just want to run. Hey.
Kwani-
You are Gia Tibotopus.
Sawa.
That
will
was
be
in
there.
October last year.
We will be there.
Sean Dyche kakiafanya ile mambo ilikuwa ni
A while back.
Feb.
It's a long time ago, but
Dyche
yeah.
a while back.
Is it Feb?
Dyche ni juzi. Hapana, alicelebrate juzi. Sio
Kitambo,
October.
before Easter.
After Valentine's. Wejua tuna after Valentine.
For Valentine.
After.
But anyway, Villa versus Fulham, I think for me, I'll give Villa. I think they're just good.
Yeah.
If Fulham get a point here, watakuwa wamejaribu sana. Wamejaribu sana because nani they are balling like crazy.
And the atmosphere there is wild.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So mtu akona Leno kwa FPL.
Save points ni poa by the way.
Yeah? Mtu akona Watkins anaweza kula vizuri hapa.
So kwa Watkins anadishi.
Cabre CV 13.
That would come in handy.
13
My FPL nimekuwa nige flop and then some.
Then
So what?
Mjaza watu wa Chelsea.
No, actually hata shit.
Wejua hata watu wa Chelsea hawana watu wa Chelsea kwa timu zao. Wejua hivyo.
Then we also have Leeds versus Leicester. Whoa, like you're saying, these small teams.
The teams
are
will go
playing against
down.
each
They're
other.
playing
6
against
pointers.
each other.
This is a proper game, this one.
Wow. Leeds are home.
Boy, yeah.
Leeds are
Elland Road.
Yes.
Yaani usiku kutanyesha.
Aki.
Na wejua hapo ni mbio mbaya. Wewe
Hey.
unajua Leeds tu wote ni sprinters.
India proper GG. Goal.
Wacha.
Yes, there's Vout Fires on the other side. This is definitely
Over. Yeah, highway.
Vout Fires on the other side.
Highway.
Kwanza kubet hiyo wekeni goal na msipoingia.
Over 3.5.
No.
Over
Fires
3.5.
to get yellow carded.
That's easy.
Yo unaweza bet here.
That's easy.
I'm sure the odds ziko chini.
Sasa hiyo odds
Odds hiyo ziko chini.
hata karibu
Oh, shit.
zafika
Na
0.
kufunga own goal.
Tunasema over 3.5.
Hiyo inaweza kuwa kitu kama 2.5. He might Fires. Dude is full of
Iko
crap,
high,
but yeah.
iko high. But I feel like it will be an entertaining game, end to end and all that. I think it's a hard game to call.
Very.
Yeah, unajua vile watu semanga the one that wants it most will win. I think now just because it's the relegation.
Actually, this might go down to that. Yeah, might actually go down to that.
And you see the atmosphere at Elland Road is normally
Another crazy, yeah.
walking, and it's a very small inning. So probably on paper it looks like Leeds should
Yeah.
get the dub, but I know there'll be goals. I know. Alafu ishe 0-0.
Hey, alafu watu waekelee.
My only concern with Leeds is how many goals they are conceding.
Plenty.
I think in their last couple of games, maybe 5 or something, if those goals have not reached 15, I'll be wrong.
By the way, actually, that's true because they shipped 5 to Palace. How many
Shipped
they shipped
4
to?
to someone,
To
they
Arsenal,
shipped
6
6
to
to
Liverpool.
someone. So it has
Yo.
15.
By the way,
Actually, yeah, very true.
yeah, that's true.
Including the game that.
Iko highway. Pale kuna highway.
So there's a highway at Leeds and Leicester.
Leicester wanaleta yao super highway.
So I think,
Woi.
I think it will be a goal, but I'm going to give the edge to Leicester to win this game. Leeds, I think Leeds lose and continue their descent.
And I feel like
towards the championship.
that will be determined by Maddison's fitness. Right now I think he's back to training.
Is Danny Ward still playing? Iverson is not playing.
I think Danny Ward.
He's going to come back to play. Danny Ward is terrible.
Leeds
Having Fires and Danny Ward,
Leeds have conceded 18 in their last 4 fixtures.
18.
18, that's mad.
No, last 5 fixtures.
So that's 3 points.
Arsenal
That's
4.
Mad.
1 against Forest, that's 5.
Najua
5 against
ilitafute
Palace.
Arsenali.
Because that's where they started conceding early.
And 6 against.
5 against Palace, that's 10.
And then 6
6 against Liverpool, that's 16. Alafu 2 against Fulham, 18.
That's mad.
Kwa hiyo game wamefunga tu kamoja.
So they're shipping in goals at a terrible rate. So today, they might hold around 3.
Aluta continua.
I feel like I'd want to watch that game.
But
out
depending on
today.
Maddison's fitness.
Yeah.
But they might hold minimum of 2.
Yeah. I feel like I'll give Leicester
They
here.
will hold a minimum of 2.
I'll give Leicester City a win.
But this is one of those games where the first goal dictates the
Most likely.
Yeah.
Most likely. Then we have Nottingham Forest up
Battle
against
of mid.
bahati mbaya sana because they're playing against a team that just dropped out of the FA Cup. Brighton.
Brighton will win that.
At Nottingham Forest stadium inaitangwa aje?
City Stadium.
City Stadium.
Yes, iko hapa.
Pale Jogorud.
Wanauza manati hapo nje.
Bas, big sana. But yeah, I feel like wanaitwaje ni what na what?
It's Nottingham versus Brighton.
Yeah, City Ground.
Brighton would want to bounce back.
Yeah, for sure.
In a
I
big
feel
way.
like Solly March might have himself a game, and Mitoma will now finally face a defender that he can beat. So I think they might bang. I feel like comfortably.
Comfortable in Brighton?
They play good football. Yeah. Brighton are so fun to watch.
Absolutely.
Like in as much as they were ninning us, like they had us on the ropes, it was a joy. Like it's nice to watch how Brighton play ball because they're not at the park the bus 1-9 throughout. No, they're expressive from the back and all that, and expressive exactly.
Do you agree? Brighton
Totally.
win? Straight?
Nottingham Forest have lost their last 4. Terrible for those guys.
Make it 5 now.
It's going to make it 5. An easy one. Make it
Straight.
an easy 5.
Straight. London Derby. Chelsea Brentford.
Answer you.
So, sir, you see now the problem. This is my concern with Chelsea. Chelsea must say are just poor. they're just poor, and the guy who is at the helm is clueless. And
As
Brentford,
clueless as they come.
and Brentford, they're not slouches. This is a good team. They might be enduring some dodgy results, but this is what I think. I think Brentford win this game.
Yeah.
They win this game, and in the dying embers
I'd have loved
of the game.
Love
You see
that.
the way-
Evan
the-
Tony,
the
mtu
way-
amebet.
I'm saying I think hata Wangusha, if I'm not sure if he's fit. Johan Wissa has this habit of when the game is about to end, he just does.
But Wisa against Aston Villa mazi alikuwa na a good chance. Juka alifunga ilikuwa called offside. He squandered a chance. I think
No,
he was
he
offside.
scored. He scored.
offside.
It was off.
was offside.
But just marginally.
Yeah. This is going to be a good win for Brentford.
It's going to be a good win for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be a tough win for them because I think it's going to be easy. But I think Chelsea just can't get out of their own way. And Chelsea fans, I'm sorry I'm doing this, but I think
Man. I mean, if Chelsea drop against Brentford, then they go up and drop against Fulham. No. That's tomorrow. And then the next game after Brentford is another derby for them against Arsenal. Imagine if they get beat there.
if it's tomorrow, they're lucky no one will be there to watch it.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
they-
Guy.
they had something
But then
else.
Chelsea were going shit. Chelsea play against Brentford. Then they go away to Arsenal. Then they go away to Bournemouth. When you're going to fight relegation.
Na pia tuna welcome.
Listen to this stat about
By the time wanacheza na Forest, nani anaweza kuwa amefutwa kazi?
Lampard.
Yeah.
Lampard is a foot one.
3 on the trot.
Lampard will not be sacked.
But they won't be.
If
in the
Lampard
caretaker.
will be sacked, then now Todd Boehly, we can agree that this guy has little to no footballing or strategy. Because the season
Okay, 'cause they're talking about actually like
the
3
season
games
is
anyway
lost.
to the end of the
The season is lost already.
Yeah.
What's the point in bringing somebody else when you can get nowhere? You can't get to Conference League, you can't get to Europa League, you can't get
Siwanze tu mapema at least aende pre-season na
so
wao.
just let him finish the season. Hope you don't get relegated. Just hope. But just let him finish. Whatever he's cooking, even though he's cooking something terrible, let him cook.
It's cooking crap. Anyway, so Chelsea Brentford, you'll agree that's a Brentford win.
Fred Lampard has lost 8 of his 9 Premier League games,
Oh,
including Everton, but he has lost 8 of his last 9. You know, this guy is riding on his success as a player.
Yo, that's mad.
Not to be allowed
8
to
out
coach.
of
Umza kama
9.
coach hapa ligi ndogo.
Hey. Yo.
Huh?
That's his level. That's his level. Uko Premier League ache. Then a team that is of form, man,
Company
like
better than him as a manager.
Are they?
Company. Better. Ama we don't know too much. We've just watched him.
acha
for one
kuja
season.
Premier League.
Not to
This
warn
is
him.
where they are truly
Kuna
tested.
mtu alisema so company is they are being investigated for
for,
FFPs
match
what
fixing.
akasema yenyewe.
Band.
Oh yeah, for match fixing yeah.
Fielding us a weaker team in the championship, Burnley.
No
so
shit.
it might come with a points reduction, so meaning they might not be coming to the Premier
Akasema
League.
that is a true student of Pep Guardiola.
These are agendas. To come to Chelsea.
Hey. Company.
I wouldn't even want that for company.
Yeah,
Like,
uko ni
I
pressure
don't-
mingi sana.
Like, in as
Acha
much
kwanza-
as he's
Will it not be
captain
more
of the
pressure
enemy,
and-
I don't think I'd want that.
I'm a Burnley, they're not expecting anything.
When
Even
they
if
come
they
to the
go
league.
and come down.
I don't even think for him you'd want to just jump ship after kuleta wase huko. Ukae nao hata one season uone. Just yourself as a manager.
But
I
he
mean,
needs to change. But he needs
he
to
went
change.
to Burnley because he saw a challenge.
Yeah, but he needs to change his approaches to games because he wants to play like Pep, like this Burnley team. They're not the haram Burnley we want. They want to score. Akikama fanya hivyo against now the big dogs, he might have a terrible
Pigwa,
time.
unaona
He
venye
needs
alifanywa na Man
to
City.
change up his tactics
Na
kidogo.
venye pia alifanywa na Man United. So imagine akipatana na timu yenye kwa namba 1 kwa ligi.
Kina nani?
Big problem.
Yes,
Arsenal.
sir. Safi.
Next up, West Ham versus Liverpool. Two
That's
teams that
a
are
good game.
wako form kuruka. West Ham, of course, washajitoa from the doldrums. Well, I feel like they're done. And then Liverpool, of course, wako form, trying to get to that number 5 spot, if not the top 4.
Not the top 4, definitely not. I'd want West Ham to score first just to see what Liverpool.
Made of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just for some weird reason. But I think West Ham's focus now definitely is on the Conference League, and Liverpool are gunning for that Europa League spot badly. Yeah, they're dreaming of Champions League, but
Possibly top 4 if results go their way.
but bro, I feel like the games are too few. Like yes, they're on form and all, but what we'll have like 6 games left.
They have 6 games.
And you see, like for someone like for guys like United, they have 2 extra games, and so I feel like hey,
Just
and
one.
Newcastle,
They have one
look
above
like,
Liverpool.
who?
You.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Still, and I feel like Newcastle still won't get the wheels off their bus.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I feel like Liverpool will win, but it will be a good game. I want West Ham to score
Be a
fast,
cracker. It's gonna be a cracker.
especially now because West Ham drew against Arsenal, and in the manner that they did, I think they'll be buoyed and be excited to welcome Liverpool.
I mean, they have used that as their springboard to bounce back to form. Because after that, I'm a cruise through. So what do you think about who's winning this one?
Let us not say much. Let's not say much. Diego Jota back, is playing well. Liverpool are getting a little bit of form back.
Hata nani, Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz amerudi. Woi.
So easy. This is easy. They'll win. They lost 3-2 last year to West Ham. At West Ham, but I really don't think that happens this season. I think they'll win easily.
Let's see what West Ham form imewafikisha wapi. Yeah. With Leroy Sane.
Let him
That's
go.
But yeah, that's not gonna happen.
They want money out.
Hey.
I don't say the R word, but
Shit. Fuck, you know.
I don't say the R word, but
Wow.
R word.
Wow, okay. Then, 3 more games happening during the week before you go to the big
The
one.
big one.
Yeah.
On Thursday, we have another bottom of the table clash.
Battle of mid.
Yes.
Hey,
Southampton
that's
versus
The battle of mid. Battle of
bottom.
poor.
Southampton versus Bournemouth.
Wanyoka wamepatana.
Aki.
Wallahi, I don't
Nani anaweza
know.
nyonga mwingine kuliko mwingine?
Like Bournemouth might just win that. I feel like the Saints, they just had a good outing. Kwenu. I don't think they can follow that up. I don't see where their goals come from. In as much as they scored 3 against you guys, the only team.
I mean, as me your car springboard car venye West Ham wanafanya.
That's true, but you need some quality. West Ham have some quality. They have internationals on their side. Southampton, brother.
James Alcaraz.
Surely.
They have this tall dude. Anaitangwa aje?
Gani?
Black as they come and fake ass as they come. Okay, I don't want to call you fake ass.
Nani?
As a professional. Hey, kula hii kitu bana.
The R word. Black as they come. Unaongelea Waudo.
Could be Waudo and your neighbor there.
I'm not Gani. I'm catching strays.
Shout out to Waudo.
But I feel like Southampton will win this one.
Yeah, there's a stat here I've managed to pull up. Saints have the fewest home wins this season, the fewest home points, the most home defeats, and the worst home goal difference in
That's
the
what
Premier
I'm saying.
League.
Tavernier pale tu.
They
Shwa,
can't
so
do
lanky.
anything at home. So Bournemouth will come and
Hiyo ni form ya championship.
And do
Acha waende
something.
wa recollect tuko chini.
do something to
Hata ili
just
Wrexham.
so Bournemouth will come to springboard themselves up and push Leeds further towards the relegation.
Agenda must agend. Agenda must agend.
It's live this season. Leeds must go.
But I didn't say my bottom 3. My bottom 3 is Southampton, Nottingham Forest, and Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
So I will go with Southampton winning this one. Okay. Everton versus Newcastle. Another team that is, of course, flirting with the relegation is Everton. Going up against Newcastle at Goodison Park. Newcastle, the last time they played away, we all know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Away.
Bamboozled by Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
Walianziwa from minute
By the
1
way, like, wow,
hadi
by the
90.
way.
Hao walifurahi sana wakati. Walifurahia by the hiyo game. Walifurahia. So going up against Goodison Park, man them like Everton. I don't fancy Everton, to be honest. Ataka Newcastle walienda wapi juzi wakapelekwa mbio. Venye wanacheza, man.
Do you know, I feel like Newcastle can be complacent. And this is because of that game, actually, that you just highlighted. They could go to the Goodison feeling like, we just beat probably the only other person that could have challenged us for our position in the top 4 in Spurs comfortably. And we'd want to go and have a professional performance and not really go all guns blazing, gang-ho, and take everything to Everton. And I feel like Everton are fighting for their life. Literally. And so if the atmosphere, and like atmosphere is everything, and if Goodison is bouncing, it's rocking, and they are on the rev from the get-go behind their players, I feel like they can get a result against Newcastle. But on paper, Newcastle should just win that game comfortably. On paper,
I feel like Newcastle will win. I'll go for Newcastle win.
Yeah, so I think Everton will be rocking the stadium and everything, but that will be good enough to get them a draw. So I don't think.
It's a cool story.
Yeah, cool story. I don't think any of these teams will win. I think they will draw. I think maybe Everton. I mean, Newcastle are coming in too high after the other game, so maybe they'll not treat them with as much respect. But I don't think Everton are big enough
to get
to beat
anything
Newcastle.
against Newcastle.
So I think they
DCL
draw.
still injured.
Yeah,
Like what
still out.
happened to that guy?
Maze.
Rondon.
Manu si Mumlet.
Is he looking for a strike? Englishman.
Akama wacheze games zingine 5 akae zingine 20.
Uli Marshall mrefu.
Hey,
Wasema nini?
For some reason I like Martial, I don't know why.
We all love Marshall. Everyone loves Marshall.
But he keeps disappointing us.
His injuries are just
something else.
kuna mtu alisema alitransfer injuries zake kwa maplayer wengine wa United.
Hebu nishikeni hizi mnisaidie.
The two big games for match day 33. One is happening on Thursday.
Big games on paper. One is a proper big game, another one is a big game on paper.
Yeah, this one is a big game on paper. Tottenham versus Man United.
Yeah, I will not waste much time on that.
Yeah.
Manchester United, if you don't win this one, but there is something is wrong. You might be cast actually.
No. Let me explain.
At Tottenham.
Let me just give some perspective.
Some context.
Kidogo tu. So United have come off a grueling FA Cup semi-final. We've gone all the way. We lost Bruno to injury. He's in an ankle brace right now, and Bruno is the cog that turns United.
Not Rashford.
Of course not.
Okay, Rashford is one that gets the goals, but the person who makes things happen.
Yeah, it's
How many assists does he even have?
who? Bruno.
He doesn't need to
Brother,
have
if
assists.
assist is what you're kneeing by, then
How do you create for...
No.
You want to
You
go-
can
keep that?
you can make an impact without necessarily making assists, because if you go by that alone, you can actually.
I need
The assist is just the last pass to the
How many
the goal.
pre-assist passes then?
you're going
Can't
to
really
chances
tell that.
created. Tell me who has more chances created than Bruno.
I would easily pick Odegaard and KDB.
You'd pick. Check the stats.
Let me
You
check.
tell me.
Let's
you tell
check
me.
this. In
You
fact,
tell
let's
me.
let's go to the numbers.
Go on.
But what I'm saying is, like Bruno is what's it called? Is a doubt. And if there's a game that you could rotate or rest him, it could be this one, because we achieved what you wanted in terms of getting to the FA Cup final. We were pushed right down to the wire by Brighton. Sorry. Who are you playing? Spurs. Spurs are off probably their most humiliating defeat, of course, this season by a country mile. And yet they're wounded. They're wounded cat. I won't say a wounded lion because Spurs.
You're not a lion.
And they're away.
Yeah.
We are away. And so there's not much for us because we're also in a very comfortable position.
Yeah.
Like Premier League wise. But we have to win that game. I know we have to win that game. But yeah, I think we might just edge it by a goal. Not up 1-0. It could be 2-1 or 1-0, whichever. But I think we'll be a bit too much for Spurs because they're in disarray.
Chances created his second in the league.
Bruno.
So you see, like there's and it's not just going forward. Even just
He has 10 more big chances created than Odegaard. He has more forward passes than Odegaard, almost 100 more. Wow. He has more touches than Odegaard. He has more through balls than Odegaard. He has more crosses than Odegaard. He's been dispossessed less than Odegaard.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. He's been dispossessed less than Odegaard. And all this, the difference in assists is guess how many?
How many? 1. You're lying.
Odegaard has 7 assists, Bruno has 6.
You know what's wild? Bruno is not even in the provisional team of the year, team of the season. Yani, PL. Yeah.
So how does he have all that and he has...
He makes things, he doesn't have to make the assists, but he makes things.
Bruno is the one who will do the donkey work for United. He's the one who will track back. He's the one, every game, distance covered, no one covers more distance than him. And this is your creator in chief. And so his impact is very much huge for how we play our game.
God, you guys love hyping man. Players up. He's good, but you guys make him sound like
he's 23 and he's doing all
second
that.
coming. So when he met with KDB,
He's only he's better.
See, they're meeting tomorrow.
KDB showed him I'm still the one.
You see, yeah. This is a 23 guy versus... How
But you
old
know,
is,
I wish we had lost the last 2 games against
How old is
Arsenal,
KDB?
but won the next one.
how old is KDB?
He's on his own. He's close to 30.
And
That's
Odegaard is 23.
Is that already? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So 23 versus
Odegaard
30.
He has time, but
Of course. Yeah. So 23 and you're doing that. KDB in 23 and compared to 30, yeah, you're got game, bro. So you got how? I would take that all day. So your prediction for Man United Spurs?
I will not spend much time on this. Manchester United to watu wakubwa tekeni pesa kwa Man U asiposhinda mnitafuta.
Yeah, good stuff. I will not spend so much time on this. Tottenham to win. against Man United.
I remember the way he picked underdogs last season and almost all of them lost. Not last season, last
You
week.
actually think Spurs will beat United?
Tuambie you don't
Yeah,
St.
Spurs.
Gilois will beat Leverkusen. I have not forgotten.
Yes, and I did. You also said you are not sure about
wait.
Man City ulisema uko sure?
Wait. Yoni sawa. I just want to know your reasoning.
For Tottenham winning.
Tottenham, they're playing at home for starters. I don't care.
They'd want to bounce back.
They will want to bounce back against Man
like
United.
United will be
You don't have
complacent.
Bruno.
No, it's a doubt.
Or it's a doubt. Si umesema ako na nini ho?
It's a pro career measure. Inaitwaje hiyo kitu?
Yeah.
That one. Hiyo.
Yeah. So I feel like for me, just
under wraps,
being at home, they'll want to bounce back, and Bruno doubt. I feel like that's, and you have who as your defenders? Luke Shaw and
Shaw and Lindelof works.
Lindelof.
You know, Shaw and Lindelof works.
They're not defending against a team without a striker.
Brother, Shaw has played centre back when Haaland was in it. This is not to go like it's not to say
okay.
Haaland is bad. It's
okay.
just to say
he did a
he's
good job.
competent.
Yeah. And there's also
So to
Hurricane. There's also Hurricane then.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. There's also Hurricane. So for me, I would go with
Tottenham win.
I would go with Tottenham win.
Okay.
I'd go with Tottenham win.
That's nice.
Fairs.
Yeah.
Allow me to raise a curtain for what is
Yes.
not possibly, actually, the
Yes.
title decider.
Not really.
It is.
But
it is.
It may go a long way.
In deciding
Yeah,
the
no,
title.
it is. Whoever wins this wins the title.
Yeah.
Because it's in your hands and it's in your hands. Sindio, it's a Man City fan, that's an Arsenal fan. They do battle at the City of Manchester Stadium at the Etihad.
It must be.
Arsenal has dropped points in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
Man City are fresh off beating Bayern Munich. Lads, what?
We drew against Bayern.
It must be nice.
Like on aggregate.
On aggregate.
Yeah.
They were given a dodgy.
Exactly, that's true. Just
It
poor
must
inclusion.
be nice talking about potential
Oh,
champions.
you guys took part in both games. Forget about it.
Eh,
You guys
list,
played.
mtambia utaenda home uambie watu "Oh, yeah, I'm from work na mjafunga bao moja acha. And so we're about to hear probably I'm so excited for this game. Oh my goodness. I'm not a neutral. I'm a neutral with an agenda. And so
You're not a neutral at all.
I have an agenda, a big one. So listen. The champions, Man City, host the contenders, Arsenal. The league leaders. Actually, let me correct myself.
call us
the
like we are.
league leaders, the table toppers currently, Arsenal. And lads, I want to hear your thoughts. How do you think this game is going to go?
Yo,
You wanna start?
yeah, of course. I'm the league leader.
Kutangulia kwa ba. So,
Yeah, mimi nishalewa, bro. Nishalewa. Already drunk. Like I said, our objective when the season was starting was not to win the league. That's besides the point. We're going to Etihad when we have to get a result. This is not the first time we have gotten ourselves in this situation. It has happened before. It happened in 1990. It happened in 2002. So yeah, and this season is an outlier for us. I mean, we are totally punching above our weight. That's for sure. And of course, this is a very strong contender. I mean, when you're contending for the league, you don't want to contend against other teams other than Manchester City. With just the fact that we're in the same conversation of title contention with them, it's really good for us. Yeah. I mean, not too many teams can say that. Actually, it's just 2 teams that can say that.
They did.
Yeah.
One season.
Yeah, they did. They could drop or they tried, but that's not the point. That's not the point. So we're going to Etihad. We have to get a result. It's a very difficult time to be going to the Etihad because we took out of form. Took out of form. The last time we won at Etihad, I think, was in 2015.
yes. 2-0.
Yeah.
14-15 season, I think. 15-16. Cazorla, Giroud.
Yes.
Yeah. And these guys were having all the big names there, and we beat them. So I don't see why we cannot do it again. Yeah. And we have to get, like I said, we have to get a result. If we get beat there, chances are we can get beat. Chances are we can, slim chances, we can win. So
It's not slim. It's
They're very
33% chance of
there are
you
very
guys
slim
winning.
chances of winning at Etihad, bro. Look, the games they have lost at Etihad, they're totally outliers. Against Brentford. Well, that was a howler. That was a what do you call it? A freak result.
Guys were thinking about the World Cup. They really didn't want to get injured just before they went to the World Cup. So
Yeah, you
the
can say
effort
that.
was
You
not
can say that's still a profile in the bag. So things can happen. Man United, Manchester City can get beat. Arsenal can get a win and then go and lose against Wolves or Chelsea. That's why I'm not very confident going to this game, to be honest. But I feel like we have to get a result, and this is the best time to get a result against Manchester City because there is no other time. And to get that and then go ahead and win the league when you have a player like Haaland would be fantastic. I can't wait for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though we don't have Saliba, who, of course, gels us a bit better. We have Saka, we have Martinelli, we have Trossard, we have Jesus. These guys can score goals. I don't see why they can't do that against Manchester City.
Okay. Allow me.
In the blue corner.
Allow me to unleash. You see, he has started with some context, which is very good.
Yeah, I love it.
You have lost all 6 of all 6 away games at Etihad against Pep Guardiola.
Yes.
You have not won, you have not even drawn any of the Premier League games you've played Man City last 11.
Absolutely.
There is no team that you have a worse streak against than Manchester City. You have lost 11 straight Premier League games against Manchester City.
Okay.
Wait, home and away.
Home and away, it doesn't matter. They're 11 straight. Whenever we come, we just come and...
Okay,
They have been better than
I
us.
didn't
There
know
was
that.
a period when they were holding 5 and something. Now,
We can't argue with that.
And coming to this season, there are 2 games that we played with Arsenal so far. We won 1-0 and 3-1. The 1-0, it was a touchy game. We won by Ake goal, Lapo. The 3-1, it was a whitewash. At the Emirates, there was little you could do.
Whitewash.
Kevin De Bruyne was on something that day. He was on
Yeah,
something.
he was. Can't call it a whitewash, though, but yeah.
So as you come to the Premier League tomorrow, in a game where you guys are struggling for form and we are in form, in a game where you guys have no title chasing experience, we have a lot of it. You have mentioned for us some names. I would like to mention a couple of our names on our
Please
side.
do, please do, please
Kevin
do.
De Bruyne, best midfielder in the league, possibly one of the best midfielders in the world. Erling Haaland, best striker in the world. Ballon d'Or shouts for Haaland.
Which
Riyad
season?
Mahrez, this one. No player has been better than Erling Haaland this season. No one. Mention for me one. If there's a player who's better than Haaland this season, no one.
Yeah, you mentioned Man City and
do you
Haaland
remember-
and Ballon d'Or.
Do you remember me
No
telling
one.
you that he said something about...
No one. Haaland has been had than all the players. People only give the Ballon d'Or to Messi because he won the World Cup. But if we are being honest and being objective, Haaland has been the best player this season. If we're being objective. We have Jack Grealish on the other side. We have Gundogan in the mix. So I think Man City has a better team on paper. Man City has been here before. We should win this game. If we don't, then I think that cements Arsenal's title credentials.
Yeah.
And you going on to win it at the end will not be a fluke. Because you will have come and taken it from possibly one of the best teams in the world.
Absolutely.
But for me, my prediction is Manchester City will win this game. And if you guys concede early, there's a chance this thing might get out of hand. These guys might hold a lot of goals. If you concede early, there's a chance it might get out of hand.
Yeah. The only problem, I can't say like we'll beat them like 5 because I don't think we can do that.
But I also think it might go down to the end.
For me, I just care about the result here. I don't care.
It doesn't matter how you do it.
I hope there will be no refereeing issues in
These are Premier League referees. They must be involved.
Michael Oliver
Do you know who's...
Michael Oliver must
has
be
a very
involved.
good record against Manchester City and a horrible one against Arsenal.
That's what I was going to say.
But
Already.
then again, these guys always win like all the games. So regardless of which referee, most likely he's going to have a good
There are
record
no
against
people
them.
who have more main character syndrome in this world than Premier League referees. They always want to be the main character. If there's a way for them to be involved in the game, they will.
They will try and
They
get
will
themselves
try.
there, and they don't get better than Michael Oliver.
It doesn't.
So, I mean, an outlier season, like I called it. There's all these bad records we have had against Etihad and Manchester City. I feel like this is when the outlier comes to the fore, and we see exactly why Arsenal is defying the odds.
It would be a good time for you to
Absolutely,
break that streak.
and we'll beat these guys close to 1.
Yeah, I'd be so disappointed and be very painful if we lose and we don't go to win. But if you guys win, tops. When the season started, I told a couple of guys actually. There's something I actually wrote, like an article, and I said this season if Arsenal win, tops. So I respect Arsenal what they've done this season.
Yeah.
But I really hope. In fact, I'm really wishing that we beat you. In fact, properly, not just beating you, just beating you properly.
Because of
just,
why?
Just to remind you that we're still top.
It's like KDB and
Yeah, but
and,
if you
Odegaard.
guys win, I will not be surprised.
You see, let me just say a caveat. Even if we win at Etihad, I don't think for me it means Arsenal has won the league.
it doesn't.
What?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah, because I have seen some things.
They played Brighton.
No, we're playing them at the Emirates. But
Wait,
see, it doesn't really matter. I mean,
playing
I was
because
playing
for the
Southampton at home. And nilipoteza points.
Chelsea, please. You can lose any other game,
Look.
but this one,
No. Don't waste your time on Chelsea. You can bank on other teams, but Chelsea.
it's called hopium.
Nah, you're a chan nayo. That one will.
Injecting myself with some hopium.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I hope will let you down a good one. So
Yeah, but
that's the last game being played, of course, in Matchday 33. It's a whole game week. Yeah, so you have 10 matches going in. And
Na mimi says predict.
Oh, okay. So
Hey,
we already
neutrals.
know what
Champions
you're
were
going to say.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Top 2. Number
Yes. There's a lot of respect. It's cowardice that is being masked as respect.
It's respect.
here.
That's what you do when you're winning.
Unajishuku. Ni nini sijasema wewe?
No.
Sija-
So I'm just
ama-
telling you.
Ni nini?
Just because you didn't say it doesn't mean you can't be
No.
told.
Relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
Hizi ni vitu
I
zinakuwa pale juu.
just arrived. I just arrived.
Arrived.
I just arrived. Hata sijasalimiana.
Ongea.
But what I think, objectively, the momentum has swung. The pendulum has swung. It is in favor of this blue guys. What I know is we're in for a blockbuster. I think if Arsenal score fast, with how you've been conceding, I don't know if you're able to hold Man City at bay. I don't know. But then again, as he said, if City score fast, I don't know if you guys drop your heads and they just
get out of hand quickly.
exactly. So it could go either way. Mi nimeambiwa mara mingi mpira udunda. So this could go either way. But I think Man City are now they've just hit form at the right time for all of us at the worst time. And they're just like they're boulder that's destroying everything in their path. And I think City might just be too strong for Arsenal. Just
Wouldn't you want us that?
no. It's a fact. I'm being objective.
Okay.
What I'd want, if I tell you what I want, probably for you guys to get clapped 8-2.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd want that.
No, you've been there. You should know how that feels.
I
But I think Man City will be a bit strong for Arsenal. And if you guys even draw, man, wallahi, I think
No.
I think if you draw,
Yeah, if we win both our
Oh, you
games,
meant that as in it's gone.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
even
you
now
guys.
it stands hii ni kama imeenda hii.
No, but
You're leaving Etihad without 3 points.
at least
Sasa
we
imeenda
have
for real.
we still have fate in our hands. Not exactly how we would want it, but it's still in our hands.
Because
When there's still games to play, and
it's 5 points. If we win that game, that's 8 points. And 2 games in hand.
hey, I'd pay to
If you
be a
lose
fly
this
on
game,
the
you will
wall.
have
Yeah?
played 33 games with 5 games to go. Meaning if you win all your other games, you can only get 90 points. So far, Manchester City has 8 games to go. We can get 94 points.
Buda kuna game kesho.
Yeah, but I'm saying
If we
I'm saying if you lose and us we win.
Oh. Hii imeenda. Anything less than an Arsenal win tomorrow,
But if
it's
it's
around.
1 point, it's not even that safe. Even if you draw, you're still in trouble.
Of course, you still have to be looking over your shoulder. Because of the guys who are chasing you.
Whether, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
from. All right. Thank you guys. Of course, we've taken so much time on this one, but it's a whole game week, so we shall have some proper editing to do. All right,
The season is getting spicy at the right time.
Absolutely, it's getting spicy. Don't forget, you can always catch this podcast on Extra Digest, on Spotify, on Football Digest, on YouTube, and Anchor. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through.
I appreciate it.
Hopefully, I'll be seeing you on the next one.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Good stuff.
Enjoy the games, man.
Yeah, enjoy.
the
Next time we
games.
come here, maybe Arsenal tutakuwa kutoka GMT ama bado tutakuwa pale. Wait,
You don't-
regardless of what happened.
Hiyo ndo nitakuwa mgonjwa sasa napigia nakwambia ati
No.
nimeenda hosi mahali.
Lazima upatikane.
Tutafanya podcast na Zoom. Na tuwashi video.
Yeah.
I dial in through Zoom.
Podcast ni 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Tunaongea
Nataka tu picha yako
tukisonga.
mahali hapo uonekane. Big up. Thank you for coming, guys.
Cheers, man.
Adios.